And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Big breaking news coming in where the threat of pro-Khalistani separatists continues in Europe, ladies and gentlemen, where a Mahatma Gandhi statue has been vandalized by pro-Khalistani elements. In Italy, the MEA has said that they have taken up the issue with the Italian authorities. So that is the situation that's coming in, the big piece of breaking news, where a Gandhi statue, that is the visual on your screen, ladies and gentlemen, where a Gandhi statue has been vandalized in Italy by pro-Khalistani separatists, and the MEA has now taken up this matter with the Italian authorities. Let's listen in.
We have seen the reports of that, and we have taken it up with the Italian authorities. We understand that suitable rectification has already taken place.
And I'm joined by my colleague Abhishek Jha on the broadcast. So Abhishek, this is continuing across Europe where pro-Khalistani elements are targeting the Indian state through such acts of vandalism. And over here, this situation emerging from Italy. But given the fact that the Meloni government is in power in Italy, they have a zero tolerance approach towards extremism, especially emanating from other parts of the world.
Well, of course, and this statue, which has a significance because Mahatma Gandhi had when he traveled to Italy. This was the port in Brince from where he had taken the steamer. So, to signify his visit to Rome, this statue was going to be unveiled there. But before that, these elements, pro-Khalistani elements, have clearly vandalized the statue, and they are trying to make it a point because they know that Prime Minister Modi will be traveling there in Italy, and any act of their vandalization will make a big headline and will give boost to their propaganda. So that was probably one of the reasons why this vandalization has happened. But Italian authorities were swift. As soon as the Indian authorities raised the concern, the rectification was done. And now the vandalization has been rectified. This is what the Foreign Secretary Vinay Quatra also told us.
Absolutely, and the significance, as pointed out by my colleague Abhishek, is that this statue was supposed to be inaugurated by Prime Minister Modi during his G7 visit, ladies and gentlemen, and India has now raised this matter with the Italian authorities, given the fact that the Meloni government is in power, which has a zero-tolerance approach towards extremism from abroad. Now the situation emerging from Italy, ladies and gentlemen, where the MEA has raised this matter with the Italian authorities. Abhishek, at the same time, we have seen this in Australia, in Canada, in the United Kingdom. When it comes to this situation of Khalistani extremism, especially in the West, Italy was a place which, you would least expect the Khalistani terrorists to have a base, especially when it comes to their separatist activities to target the Indian state. But it seems it's a well-connected, well-concerted effort to target the Indian state through such acts of vandalism, no matter where in the West.
Well, in Italy, we have seen these elements of Palestine protesting or making their footprint visible in some point, but they are not as frequent and as aggressive and violent as they have been in other parts of the world, especially in Australia or Canada or, for that matter, UK. But having said that, this is the right time for them to make their propaganda heard and known across the world. G7 is going to be there. The world leaders from across the major countries are going to land there. Just before that, they are trying to make their point heard, or making some splash in the headlines or news businesses. This is what the Khalistani propagandist machinery wanted, and but the Italian authorities were swift. Though there has not been any arrest made by or no apprehension has been made by the Italian authorities so far, but the investigation is going on, and the rectification of this entire statue, which clearly signifies Mahatma Gandhi's visit to Italy and his first journey through sea, where from there he had boarded on a steamer. So that was the significance of that place. If you could see the statue, that is just standing just on the side of the sea where the steamers are going in and coming back. So that was significant, but now the rectification has been done. There was an attempt by the Khalistani groups to make headlines and create a propaganda that has been clearly downplayed by the Italian authorities now.
Clearly a propagandic move ahead of Prime Minister Modi's G7 visit. Thank you, Abhishek, for joining us on the broadcast with that piece of breaking news. Shifting